What's going on, YouTube? This is Mick on the mic, and the topic for today once again is the 2024 election. Now before I get started, I'd like everyone to hit the like, hit the subscribe, tap that bell icon so you can be notified whenever I put out a new video. So let's get started. The 2024 election, we're getting closer and closer to November the 5th, the day everyone will cast their ballots to decide who's going to be the next president of the United States of America. You got Kamala Harris, who last week had the Democratic National Convention where she accepted the nomination for the Democratic Party. She accepted the nomination that was given to her by the Democratic Party. She didn't earn the nomination. She didn't go through any type of process to get the nomination. There was no democracy at all involved. They actually appointed her. They gave her the nomination. I don't know in my lifetime if that has ever happened before, but that's what happened in this case. So still to this point, she has never received a vote to become a nominee for the President of the United States of America. Normally during a convention like that, you get a big boost in ratings, which she did get a boost, but it wasn't the boost that they were expecting or that they were hoping for. Basically, Kamala Harris, she still did not, you still don't know her politics. You still don't know what she's running on. She's basically running on, we got to beat Trump, and and nowadays a lot of voters are a lot more aware. They want more than we want to beat Trump. They want to know your politics. They want to know what they're going to get out of the deal for voting for you. And Kamala Harris right now, she still doesn't like talking to the press. She still don't want to talk off script. She wants everything to be on a teleprompter, and she still won't show her hand. Donald Trump, on the other hand, has some very, very big news. Robert Kennedy Jr., the son of RFK, of the iconic Kennedy family. They're iconic when it comes to politics in the Democrat Party. Robert Kennedy Jr., he was longtime Democrat, was running for president as an independent, where he ended his bid for presidency, and lo and behold, he endorsed Donald Trump, of all people. Robert Kennedy Jr. has endorsed a Republican, Donald Trump. He switched. A huge endorsement. Robert Kennedy, he was the biggest independent, so he endorsed Trump and urged all his voters to vote for Donald Trump. So that's a huge win for Donald Trump. And also another huge win, Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard, we all remember Tulsi Gabbard. She ran for president in the 2020 election. She ran for president. Actually, she's really well known for the viral moment when she destroyed Kamala Harris on the debate stage. This was at a time where Kamala Harris was picking up a little steam. She was trying to be president herself, and Kamala Harris went at Joe Biden really hard, did all but call him a racist. So Kamala Harris, she was making headlines, building up a little steam. Then Tulsi Gabbard totally destroyed her, totally embarrassed her on the debate stage, caused Kamala Harris to end her bid for the election because she just couldn't handle the embarrassment, and she just ended it all, shortly after that. Tulsi Gabbard has endorsed Donald Trump. Donald Trump has brought her on his team for debate prep to help him prepare for the debate against Kamala Harris. Tulsi Gabbard is Kamala Harris' worst nightmare. One, she's everything that Kamala Harris is, but more. When Kamala Harris says, "Hey, you should vote for a woman," Tulsi Gabbard is a woman. Kamala Harris says, "Hey, you vote for a woman of color," Tulsi Gabbard is a woman of color. Tulsi Gabbard, she just has Kamala Harris's number. Kamala Harris, like I say, that's her worst nightmare. And now Gabbard has joined, another longtime Democrat has joined the team of Donald Trump. And not only when it comes to longtime Democrats, you have longtime Democratic voters. You have longtime black voters who normally vote Democrat for years and years and years. Now you're having an influx of those voters switching sides and voting for Donald Trump. This is huge for Trump. He's gaining momentum, more momentum and momentum going into the election. This is something that we haven't seen in so long, where you have a Republican candidate getting a chunk of the black vote, and this is huge for Donald Trump. I think I've seen some polls where he's getting close to over 25, close to 30% of the black vote. You even have black women now switching over and voting for Donald Trump. And you got to ask yourself, why is this happening? And the reason this happening is because black voters are starting to ask more questions. They're starting to expect more. You had Democrats always every election cycle they come to the black community, they ask blacks for their votes, saying we're going to do this and that for you, and then once the black people vote for them, they win the election, then they just disappear. They do nothing that they say they were going to do. They just leave them, leave them out to dry. And black people are starting to, they're not going to fall for it anymore. They're starting to question it. They're going to say, look, we've been dealing with this song and dance election after election after election, and now we're not just going to give you our vote. You're going to have to earn our vote. You're going to have to earn it. Donald Trump, he's been going to black churches. He's been going to black areas, major black cities, trying to get the black vote. He's been doing his due diligence at rallies, addressing black issues and everything and things like that. So Donald Trump, he's doing interviews everywhere. He's doing rallies. He's on stream. He's doing interviews with streamers and things like that. He's dotting every I, crossing every T. Where you have Kamala Harris, she won't even do an interview as of now. It's hard to even get her an interview. She won't take questions from reporters. Everything she says is scripted. People still don't know her policies. They don't know what they're voting on if they want to vote for Kamala Harris. And the black voters, we're tired of it. And all voters right now, we're not looking at if we got to stop this person or stop that person. Now, things has been so hard for the last few years that we're looking at who can help us in our life. We understand that when Donald Trump was in office the first time, he got the gas down to $1.49 a gallon in this area, down from where it was before he got in, where it was over $3 a gallon. We, as people, heads of our households, we want to keep that extra money in our household. When we go to the grocery store, we want to keep that extra money. We don't want to pay high grocery bills where we're spending all our money on groceries, can't even get the groceries we want. We want to keep that. We want lower costs so we can keep that money in our households. We want inflation non-existent. We don't want to have to pay high costs for the normal things that we normally get in life. Everything's high. Housing, inflation's high. It's just everything it's been a really, really hard 3.5 years thus far, ever since Joe Biden and Kamala Harris has took office. And people and Kamala Harris, I guess their campaign slogan is saying, "Don't go back. We can't go back." But actually, the people want to go back. We want to go back to those low gas prices. We want to go back to those low grocery store prices. We want to go back to how, where you could get things and you could save money and do the things you want to do in life instead of struggle. We want to go back to that. We don't want to, we don't want to struggle and give all our hard-earned money or money that we earned or that was earned through like Social Security and things like that. We don't want to spend it, on things that you don't really have to spend that much on. When you go to the gas pump and you're paying that $70, $80 to fill up your gas tank, it's not fair. You want to go back to when you were spending $40, $50 to fill up your gas tank, under $60 to fill up your gas tank. We want those times again. Now, like I said before, a lot of people may not like Donald Trump. They may hate the tweets. Well, if you're asking me, if you don't like the tweets, you can block out the tweets. You don't have to pay attention to the tweets. But you can't block out high gas prices. You can't block out high grocery store prices. You can't block out high housing. You can't block out millions of illegal immigrants coming into the country. All the things that the Democrats have caused ever since they've been in office. You can't block those things out. You want to get it back to where everyone is more financially stable. You want people working. When Donald Trump was in office the first time, black unemployment was at the lowest point ever recorded. Donald Trump, as much as people try to say he's a racist and this and that, regardless of what you think of him, people were financially stable under Trump. Prices were fair, everything. So we want to get back to that, and like I said, and with Kamala Harris, she still won't say her policy. She still won't say what she's going to, how she's going to do what she says she wants to do. And I think they're hiding that from me because, as you all know, like I always say, the more Kamala Harris talks, the more voters she loses. And that's why they won't let her talk. You even got the debate where Donald Trump had the scheduled debate on September the 10th with Joe Biden. They had all the rules agreed to. Of course, Joe Biden dropped out of the election. Kamala Harris steps in. She says she'll do the debate with the same rules. Now the date is getting closer and closer. Kamala Harris is now trying to change the rules that was already agreed on. She's already having the debate on ABC, a very, very hostile network towards Donald Trump, and Donald Trump is willing to go to enemy territory to have a debate. But now Kamala Harris wants to change the rules and change things, and if Trump was to drop out and was not to take this debate because of rule changes, I wouldn't be mad at it because everything was agreed on. She already has a network, ABC. Her best friend has a high ranking position in ABC, and as we all know, during the 2016 election, CNN, Donna Brazile, gave Hillary Clinton the debate questions before the debate so that she could go back and practice them and be prepared. And you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to get a candidate the debate questions in advance. Donna Brazile did it. She got caught. She eventually admitted to it and was fired. When you're dealing with ABC, chances are they're going to give Kamala Harris the debate questions, and Donald Trump, the only way to combat that is he's going to have to pivot pretty much every question. Whenever they have to ask a question, he's going to have to pivot into what he wants to say and what the message that he wants to get out. So it's going to be an interesting few weeks. It's going to be interesting to see if the debate happens. If it do, I'm going to be tuned in. So when it comes to the election itself, at this point, I see it's going to be a big victory for Donald Trump. You need 270 electors to win the election. I see him getting possibly 310 electors or more. I don't think the race is going to be close. I predict Donald Trump will be the next president of the United States. I think he deserves it. And from what I need and how I want to take care of my family, what I need to take care of my family, I think it's best for me that he's the president of the United States of America. So hopefully that happens. So that's what I got for you today. Until next time, this is Mick on the mic. Peace.